Hi, my name is Jennie Moench, and this is Nick Custer, and we are the Creative Alliance, and we're the hosts of the Creative Alliance Showcase show once a month. And you might have seen Nick. He is a poet, and he does a lot of street poetry. He has a few chapbooks. Those are 5 books.
Just a few, 5.
Okay. And I am a writer and a painter. Both. You might have noticed the Flint Project books. I am the author of Flint Project and Flint Project Volume 2, which is now available anywhere books are sold. And on our site, flintunderground.org. And that's into that, flintunderground.org. If you're watching us on Access TV, you could also be watching us on the internet, and vice versa. We're at the flintunderground.org, and we have a whole bunch of videos. Like we take like 4, 5, 6 videos sometimes a month about just different things that are going on in Flint, because there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of people don't know we have a very large artist community of all different genres. And you can see art walk videos, you can see collab night videos over my, a lot of very talented people there. There's just tons of stuff whenever we're having an event, and I have the camera. And so,
pretty much all the time.
Yeah, no offense.
And it's cool to know that you too can be part of that community. You know, for example, you can be part of the Creative Alliance. What is a Creative Alliance, you ask yourself? Well, Creative Alliance is artists and activists. We are painters, poets, organizers, dancers, actors, models, photographers, filmmakers, writers, DJs, musicians, designers, comedians, and performers. Our mission is to organize events and activities that support art, culture, education in our community. We want to encourage an atmosphere that makes people proud to live in Flint. Now, if this sounds like an organization that you'd like to be a part of, we meet every week at 7 p.m. at Churchill's Bar and Grill on Saginaw Street, except for that 3rd Wednesday of the month, where we have our monthly Creative Collab Night, which is open canvas. And an open mic. We'd love to have you come out at 7 to 10. All events are free, or we try to get as free as possible to get as much, attendance.
Attention. Yeah, we're trying to always, Creative Alliance is all about promoting artists of all genres. So we're always, like with the show, we're trying to bring people on so you can see what they do, know that they exist. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that
give them a little bit of recognition for existing.
Yes, how you can get a hold of them if you're interested in that.
It's not always the easiest place in the world to live.
It's not.
Today we brought a few artists. We have started out mural artist Armando Fernandez, who's awesome and you guys will really appreciate. We have some cool comedians from the Awkward Chuckle Comedy Tour. It's a mouthful. Yeah. Vincent Hughes, Joe Allard, and Desiree Freeman. I think you guys will like them. And then at the very end, we got musical guests Jules and Johnny. If you haven't heard them, we just knew coming out of Flint. Awesome.
Would you call them rockabilly?
I call them a little rock and roll, a little bit, white stripe-ish, a little Billy. So it's cool. I think you guys will like it. I'm gonna do a little announcements. That's awesome. Everybody, let you know what's going on in the community this next week or month. Starting out this Friday, August 24th, 7 p.m. here at the Flint Local, our show's new home. There's Call in the Cavalry, Brother Apollo, Two Cities, Allard, Aaron Schmidt, and Brown Sugar. Saturday, out in the pier at Gallery 194, there will be a Meet the Artist session with somebody that they're showing who goes by the name of Jason. What Jason does, he uses Metro Detroit as a backdrop for his work. He attempts to shine light on the rebirth that's currently hatching there. Jason Cornish, and he says, historical rise and fall of Detroit may be a cautionary tale for the rest of the nation, yet it abounds with inspiration and opportunity. So it sounds like an event you want to go to. That's going to be Saturday, August 25th, in the Pier, Gallery 194. Also that day, a little more locally at the Good Beans Cafe, will be the Good Bean-a-Fit. Which is a cool thing. Starts at 2, goes to about 10:15, 11 o'clock, and it's a benefit for the Good Beans Cafe, which is a huge support of the arts in Flint. There will be an open mic, a dance performance by the Flint Community Dance Collaboration, music by Art Lazan, one blown speaker, Earl Gregg, Galapagos, Carl Art, and Madman, and a live mashup set at the very end where everybody kind of just jams together. So check that out. Also that day here at the Local, there will be Garrett Burgett of Making Friends, John Lornakis from Atlanta, Georgia, Katie Stanley, who's pretty sweet, In the Wake, and the Bicker Brothers. The show starts at 7 o'clock. That night at Churchill's, DJ Michael A. from 9 o'clock to 2 a.m. will be doing a genuine liquid light show. He tells everybody to dress in their finest hippie-ish clothes and come on down, no cover. It's going to be a night of 60s psychedelic awesomeness. Friday, August 31st, 7 p.m. at the First Metaphysical Church in Davison will be a Blue Moon Party Friday at the Harmony Hall. Fun starts at 7 p.m. Potluck dinner, dancing, drumming, full moon ceremony, games, crafts for the kids. Wear your best blue outfit for the Blue Moon, no cost. Check it out in Davison. Right up the list, we got Machine Shop Show that same night for the Serbian Justin CD release party, August 31st. It's a free show.
That's what I mean, Justin.
For Surviving Justin. I said that is Serbian?
Yeah.
Surviving Justin.
Probably Survival.
And then a little further down the line in September, Churchill's September 1st, DJ Michael A. from 9 to 2 a.m. is going to be a free show where he's suggesting everyone dress in 80s gear and he's going to rock out to his favorite 80s jams, probably yours too. Down. September 8th, here at the local, Saturday, 7 p.m. Arlo's on, Brights, Small Houses, Emily Infinity, Foster Elephants. We'll be on before that, so I'll tell you guys more about this next time. Sure.
Okay. And if you want to become a member of Creative Alliance, have we talked about that yet?
Not yet.
If you want to become a member of Creative Alliance, it's really easy. Just come to a meeting. It's only $6 a month, or a year. I mean, $6 a year
Only
to be a member.
$6.
Only $6. And you know what? You just come and watch the meetings and decide if you want to become a real member or not after you go to the meeting. Except the third Wednesdays when we have our collab night. I did mention that. And that's at Good Games Cafe. So that's the only Wednesday we don't meet at Churchill's. Churchill's on 2nd Hill Street. And now that we're filming the show here, if you wanted to be a sponsor for this show, it's only $10.
An underwriter.
An underwriter for
That
the
sounds
show.
so much cooler anyway.
If you
Underwriter.
want to be one of our underwriters, we will show, you'll have 2 30-second spots, $10 during the show, and you are supporting the Creative Alliance, which is like,
Coolest grassroots organization in your own backyard.
Oh, every Monday at 6 o'clock, we are on Channel 17 Comcast as public access. So this show will also be on there along with, 3 other videos from our
Flint Underground
underground
Stash.
stash every month. So you'll see us
Sure.
every Monday at 6 o'clock. To show you, we have shirts. The FlintUnderground.org has shirts, and they're for sale on our site.
How much are
along with
those?
our videos, $12. And that
12
includes
bucks?
shipping. Yes, you can pay with PayPal if you want, or you can find us and get a shirt.
And what does that go?
Or-
Does that support? I'm sorry. Does that support the website? Does that support this?
That supports everything.
That supports the underground effort?
Yes.
You can do that for only $12? That's
Only
cheaper than PBS.
$12. And the other way you can get one is you can win one, because we're going to have a contest.
Oh yeah, the
We have a
contest.
contest, yeah. So we have 3 photographs, and we're going to show you those photographs. And you have to tell us, what is it? And then just send your answers to us, and you can either email them to me, or you can email them to Nick too. You can put your email address on
Yeah,
there.
let's put my email address
Go
on for
ahead.
this one. It's NIC Publishing. That's NICPUBLISHING@gmail.com. Nick Publishing @gmail.com.
Cool. You could also, if you don't have email, maybe you're watching us on TV,
Oh,
could
yeah.
be.
Okay.
Then you can mail us the answers. You send them to Jennie Moench, Post Office Box 127, Grand Blanc, Michigan 48480.
I forgot to write that down. What was it again, Jenny?
It was on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, there it is right
There
there.
you go. Cool. Okay, so anyway, you want to look at that first picture?
Yeah,
You guys ready?
What is it?
What is it? That's the first picture.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Let us know. That was picture number 1. Picture number 2. Are you ready?
What is that?
Okay.
I
and the
have
last
no
one?
idea what that picture was.
Yeah, I have no idea either. Now number 3.
What is this one?
Whoa, that's really weird. What is that? Okay, well anyway, like I said, send your information, also your contact information, so that I can get a hold of you, so I can send you your shirt. And otherwise you can buy one online at flintunderground.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's turned off.
So I think we should get to the underwriters, and if you wanted, we could show that video from Steve Hester.
Oh yeah, the one of the lunch studio. That's cool.
Sure.
It's really cute. We'll put that on the end of the underwriters.
Let's roll some commercials real quick.
Yeah.
Be right back.
So come on.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. It is a showcase for local authors and artists. Please visit Page's during the Second Friday Art Walk in downtown Flint.
The Lunch Studio at 444 South Saginaw in downtown Flint is a fresh alternative for lunch. They have been awarded the Healthy Menu Certificate every year since they opened in 2001. The Lunch Studio is a great place to meet up for a sandwich and offers catering as well. Check them out on Facebook.
So, you want to talk about the Michael Moore things?
Sure. So just to recap for last month, if you didn't see July's show, we put it out to the audience. Do you guys want Michael Moore on the show? And we said if we got a certain number of signatures on the online petition, we'd acquiesce and we'd finally let him on display.
And it's nothing against Michael Moore. Yeah, well, it's just, there's really nothing against Michael Moore. It's just that, it's kind of controversial, and so we thought,
And we're looking for people that are doing something in Flint today,
yeah,
not
artists,
yesterday, or
yeah,
it's convenient.
yeah. We're trying to promote people that need to be promoted, and that's me because I don't want anyone to do it.
But unfortunately, we counted up all the signatures, and we don't have enough to get them on the show. Although I'm kind of curious about some of these signatures.
I'm a little suspect.
So let's take a peek at that. So out of the whopping few that we got,
there's some of them that don't look like authentic signatures. Did you get it?
Ivan Dushenko, Seymour Butts, Hugh Johnson, Amanda Hugginkiss. Michael, I know you're trying to stuff the ballots here, and that's great. I would love to have you on the show, but this is for the people of the city of Flint, so maybe next time, guys.
Yeah, we'll try to get some time right now. Maybe we'll think of
Huge ass, really? Come on. We're not 10.
Well, I know. For our first guest, we're going to have Armando. I always call him Armando. It's Armando. He's a great mural artist. And we have some of his pictures. Actually, we took pictures of some of the murals so that you could see them before we even brought them in. So they're really cool. And you want to look at them, we got like 4 of them. If you've been in Flint, anywhere in Flint, you had to have seen some of his work. It's huge and it's all over the place and it's great. So anyway, you want to show us the first photo.
Okay, now this first mural I've noticed for a long time. It's on Lapeer Road between Dorrit Highway and the railroad tracks. It's very beautiful, very inspiring. If you're coming back from the food bank or something too, you might notice it going down towards Dorrit Highway. The next one is one that I discovered on the corner of Dayton and Chevrolet. It looks like it's an abandoned house. I love the way that he uses the fence, incorporates that into the painting. I'm not standing in the right place when I took this photograph, so you can't see how it's all one continuous mural on the side of that, which is something he did very well though in the second picture or third picture that I have here. This is the back of someone's house. I'm not sure where that's located at. I just found this on his Facebook. Again, it's just one huge mural. He's using the fence as well as the back of the house. It's beautiful.
And so on this fourth mural, let's see, it's a pretty impressive mural. It's over there on the Hispanic Tech Center, off Lewis on the east side of Flint. You can see it kind of plots through a cultural history. It starts out with indigenous people and it looks like a conquistador and a mother and child. And in the second slide, it goes a little further into more modern times. You see at the bottom a cowboy that I'll have to ask him about. Military people. It's kind of interesting. In this middle slide, there's a ladder with what looks like to be Armando painting the image, and so it's got a lot deeper tones than at the top where it's almost intentionally unfinished to make it look like a work in progress. And then on this third slide, you can see the waving flag, the car busting through, which is a real cool touch for Buick City. And then it's more of a present cultural history and pride thing. Overall, a beautiful mural. I think it'd be definitely worth seeing in person if you haven't.
just face.
And here's the face behind those murals. If you've ever been curious, here he is. Armando Fernandez. Okay.
Close enough.
All right.
Yeah, you said it.
I was calling Mondo, so I don't know. Mondo.
Call me
Mondo.
Rose.
Okay. Well, those murals are beautiful, and then the painting you have here too. I mean, it's like for a long time I would see those, and I was always curious who it was. You know, who's painting them, and it's nice to finally get the person behind it.
Now you painted this one real recently, didn't you?
Yes, during the art walk. And it started to, the wind was blowing, I had to hold onto the canvas, and then it was misting, and it would land on the canvas, and it was making for an interesting process, you know.
Sure.
So,
It was really interesting to be able to see you. You know, you kind of put, you got the hair, the texture of the hair was the first element that I saw.
yeah.
I don't know, and because you used the airbrush technique, obviously.
Right,
So
right.
It was great just to see how that kind of works. I haven't really seen somebody process with the airbrush.
Cool, yeah.
Now, a lot of your subject matter that I've seen, like at the Hispanic Tech Center, is very community oriented. Have you always been doing kind of community projects like that?
You know, that's my passion. It is community, it's the neighborhoods, and I have gone into the galleries and the fine arts thing, but being born in Chicago, in the inner city, that's so much part of me. There is that I'm at home, even with you guys, the underground thing happening, there's this camaraderie that just makes it more personal than that stiff gallery setting, you know. So
There's something to be said for sure. There's something to be said for putting it in the neighborhoods as opposed to like centralizing it like in a downtown setting where only a certain type of people can really appreciate it. In the neighborhoods. It's like it takes on a whole new meaning. It gives kids kind of a sense of hope, like I'm something to be proud of. You know?
Right. That one mural that you were talking about at the Hispanic Tech Center, people will come and they have their 40 ounces, and some people asking for money. And during that process, I got to know and love a lot of these folks, and they kept saying put Gypsy Jack in it. And behind the scene, there's this meeting where everything's real official and stiff, and I have a grant and I have to meet a certain agenda. But the people on the street were telling me to put Gypsy Jack on there, and then when it was like a light bulb moment where this mural is public art, it belongs to the people, and the people are asking me to put Gypsy Jack on it, so I put Gypsy Jack on it. And I got to witness some of these guys will come and talk to that part of the mural.
Wow.
Gypsy, why do you have to die? And you know, and so you start to see that there's something more than just the art itself. You know, these are those wake-up moments where you realize that it's really more than just, you know, that scope. It just goes all over. You know, it's quite humbling.
It's a great process.
Did you get in trouble?
You know, I did. I just left a note, and one of the panel people said, a cowboy, and then he's an effing cowboy, and so I had to confront him about it, and then he did come to me and realize that. But because of that, the community embraced the mural more, and it's a gang-infested area where there's no graffiti on it. That is the ultimate compliment to not, you know, tagging.
For sure.
You know, so it's like an unspoken code of honor. You know? Yeah.
Beautiful.
So if people aren't from the area though, they don't know who Gypsy Jack is, and you just want, he's just a local, kind of a local character that's passed on now, right?
Right.
Had like the Wild West Museum in his front yard.
That's right.
Would dress as a cowboy all the time.
So if you lived in Flint during when was he alive? Like in the,
He died only about 7-8 years ago. That's the house.
Really? Well, I know.
That's the house that Community Now purchased stuff in East Side, which is Jackson's house.
Okay.
That'd be great if we put the museum back in. I don't think it's burnt anymore.
They ran somewhere.
Yeah. Well, anyway, well, how long have you been doing that? How have you been putting up murals?
In '96, I started. I had the art gift, and it was just coloring and pencil, and then I had a spiritual experience where I wanted to really be about the reason why I was created. And you know, it's not, so I spoke out loud and I said, I want to draw closer to you, whoever you are, you know. I don't want to, I'm reluctant to say the word God, because the word God might bring people into a different, like maybe apprehensive, because if they had a bad childhood, pray God, and you know, then God is going to bring you to this source of love, you know. So, but it is this divine, beautiful place of love. It's rhythmic, it's fluid, it's anointed, and so that's when I surrendered to this. I burned those sketches and I cried over them because it was like a no man's land. I was lost, but then it felt like I practically I would throw paint on the wall and it would all fall in place. You know, it just became this beautiful flow. You know, and what makes it even more humbling is that I'm almost blind and I'm colorblind, and then I got in a fight, you know, where they tore the cornea out of my good eye. So you know, you go through this. Yeah, so yeah, I can't look. See, where are you at? See, I don't know where. There you are. See, I could only see a silhouette. I can't.
How is it that you paint that such a detail?
Well, that's the whole thing. It comes from that source that would, you know.
And the colors are beautiful too.
Yeah, I don't understand what they meant by colorblind, so I went to a specialist, and they confirmed that I am. So I realized that it's when I surrender to that situation, when I surrender to the source, which is love, and it's peace, and it's all this beautiful stuff, goodness, you know, then it starts to happen. That's why that day when the winds were coming, the rain came, I don't fight it and try to force it to being what I expect it to be. I strive towards that. When I get into my me moment and I try to force it, then it's going to be talent in itself. Right. But when it's surrendering, it becomes alive. You know, it goes that much further. And I know you know that as a poet. All of a sudden you're putting words down and you, whoa.
Just find that flow.
Yeah. You recognize I'm not that smart. You know, I don't even know what that word means. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, and I'm sure it is with comedy and any creative expression. You know, you see Andy with he gets in that rhythm, and it's hypnotic. It's just this, you know, that's the place to be. That's the realm where God lives, man, you know?
Yeah.
That's where I want to be.
Well, no, if somebody wanted to see your paintings, if they wanted to see the rest of them, or see your work, where could they go?
My house.
Your house?
No.
It's at Elms Gallery?
Yeah, it's at Elms Gallery. My daughter and I joined Elms Gallery. There's people out here that I see that are from Elms Gallery. And
yeah,
so it's an up and coming.
Is it is it Flushing Road?
Right, the
Flushing?
northeast corner of Flushing.
And Elms.
And Elms, right.
And it's in the basement.
It's in the basement.
You're on Facebook though too, right?
Yeah,
you are, because I talked to you on that. So if you wanted to find you on Facebook, they would just look up your name, Armando Fernandez.
Yeah.
All right, and you say you're from Flint, right on there, so people know it's you.
Right.
Okay.
When did you move to Flint?
Oh man, about 20 plus years ago. So this is home.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Because when you say Chicago, whenever I think back to Chicago, I see murals everywhere now.
Right.
It's just integrated into almost every neighborhood.
Right.
Situation.
Right.
But up here, there's definitely a divide, you know.
Yeah.
There's a few neighborhoods with a mural here and there that's
good.
Older, but you know, there's not a big movement like I would hope there was. But I do see your stuff up all over.
Sure. I think this is all key. It's all coming together by this divine process. Everybody's in manding their pulse. This is an awakening of our community here in Flint, and the image that Flint has. Wow, I'm about to cry. But you know what it is? I see that there is this unity and this is a dark place, you know, and it's been projected that way, and we carry this light, you know. That's why we have to be careful that it's not about me, about myself, because when it is that, it goes there, it's inhibited. But when we surrender and allow this process, this is ready to blast. You see how it's getting, you know, and that's why it could be titillating to say, wow, look at what I did, I'm part, you know. But we have to be careful with that because you know, I guess yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You lose it when you focus too much on what it's going to do for me and not for everyone.
Right. Because it's small. You get your attaboys and you get that feel good thing, and then it dissipates. But it's ready to blast people way beyond our understanding. And that's where prosperity is going to come to Flint. And it's going to be through express art in all its forms that you mentioned.
Sure.
You know, it really is. You guys, you know, you're strategically put it in this place in such a time as this. So thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
You consciously think, like, I want to do this on this side of town, I want to do this piece on this side of town, or people come to you generally?
Well, I look at a wall and I start to salivate, you know, you know, it's calling me, or this room, you know, I don't distinctly know the process. I just have this confidence that once I start on it, it falls in place, you know. Yesterday I did something that I never did before, and it fell in place, and it was humbling. So, you know, love you guys.
It's been so much fun. I mean, I love looking, you know, doing a little treasure hunt to find the murals and looking at them. It's great. Thanks for being on the show. This has been great.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe you can stick around if you want. You know, we'll get the other guests on.
Yeah.
We all sit together.
Yeah.
Okay. But right now we need to go. Can I go to the station? Get the underwriters.
Yeah, let's go to the underwriters real quick.
Underwriters.
Cool.
Page's Bookstore is locally owned and located at 132 West 2nd Street in downtown Flint at Buckham Alley. It is a showcase for local authors and artists. Please visit Page's during the Second Friday Art Walk in downtown Flint.
The Lunch Studio at 444 South Saginaw in downtown Flint is a fresh alternative for lunch. They have been awarded the Healthy Menu Certificate every year since they opened in 2001. The Lunch Studio is a great place to meet up for a sandwich and offers catering as well. Check them out on Facebook.
You too can be an underwriter of the show. It's only $10 and you get 2 30-second spots on our show, and it's also going to be on public access. So they'll all know what a great guy you are for being our underwriter and helping us to do this show. And now we're back with our guests from the Awkward Chuckle Tour. Do you want to do the introductions, Nick?
Sure. To my immediate left, Joe Allard, Desiree Freeman, and Vincent Hughes. How are you guys doing? Did I
Fine, yeah. All's well.
Got our names right, we got some nuts here.
Oh, that's
These are for me.
Yeah.
See, when you go like, we have nuts, you kind of put it in my face. Like,
That's a joke, is what that's called.
Get your nuts out of
Where you
the
do
face.
one thing and then don't do it, that's a switcheroo.
See, that's why I'm not in comedy.
Bait and switch.
In the business.
Bait and switch. I like these terms. What are
The
the
bait
like,
means peanuts in this
comedy, like
Switch being the not given
shticks or whatever. I'm not familiar with the
Shtick?
terms. What
are comedy shticks?
Like, I don't know.
What are-
Bait and
what are-
switch. A similar phrase.
Well,
A similar phrase.
our shtick is that we're sad and lonely.
That's our shtick, yeah.
That's the shtick.
Shtick is like your thesis statement.
No, our shtick is.
Well, you don't really have
You're
a
talking
thesis
to
when
an
you do a
English major.
comedy.
Well, here.
my thesis is that life sucks and I'm
Pretend
alone.
that you've never been a
It's
comedian.
probably
You
easy.
haven't ever been a
It's
comedian.
probably pretty easy.
I don't think I've ever heard you be funny, so yeah.
So I think you're thinking of a motif because it's recurring. It keeps coming back.
Yes.
It's very sad.
Okay, well then,
But
yeah,
that's
the motif.
music.
So you
No,
guys,
we have motifs.
You can call it a wood.
Our motif is that we're sad and lonely.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Go with that.
okay, so
Why are you sad?
Why are we sad?
If you want
Why
to
are
be
we
funny,
sad?
you don't want to
How much
that.
time you got?
Yeah.
we got about 59 minutes, I think.
I thought you were going to bait switch.
If you look hard enough.
Seriously, take a good long look. You can sell a lot more satin.
Oh, don't say that.
See, I'm gonna
Because you're on our show, right?
He brought peanuts onto a talk show. She brought a chocolate muffin, and well,
You brought yourself. That's great.
I think
So-
you're very handsome. I mean, you know, you get the nice.
that's so
She's
nice.
trying to get you number.
Wow, this is the
So-
patronizing out.
Yeah, exactly. This is great.
No, you said you're lonely. Trying to hook it up. So anyways.
What are you hooking up?
I didn't think we'd be lonely anymore.
You know, how the kids are doing.
Future talent deals.
It's hooking up in the same
Well, you
sense
get
that
each
Leatherface hooked people up in his back room. Yeah.
Anyways,
You got each other.
no, we don't.
We're
She just shakes. She's
Nobody's having anybody.
I'll kill this dude in a minute if it benefits me even slightly.
So how long have you known each other?
Like what, a year and a half?
Yeah, it's been like a year and a half.
What brought you together?
Well, no, we met in Woodstock '99.
Yeah, exactly.
In the mud pit.
And then we also didn't we go to
I was a deadhead. I was following them around for a long time.
I can kind of tell that about you.
what's the Sarah McLachlan one? I was gonna make a joke about the Sarah McLachlan. Lilith Fair.
Lilith Fair, yeah.
No, I made it Lilith Fair. We all cried when Sarah McLachlan did this song from Toy Story 2.
Because that was in our feminist days. That was before the ASPCA commercial, right?
Yeah. No, we were all sad in school and we met each other. That's what happened.
As it turns out, sad people just tend to attract towards one another because it's like, oh man, he's not going to try to be happy around me. That's going to be awesome.
So you maintain your motif.
Well, so that doesn't make you feel any worse because there's a happy person next to you?
God, no. Happy people annoy the hell out
That
of me.
makes you angry.
Happy people are just arrogant, man. Be like,
Smiles.
You've never just happy people walking down the street and thought, I would love to punch them in the face?
what can I do as they're walking by me to make their day shitty like mine is?
Yeah, you spit one of those nuts out and hit them and all. I've never done that.
So you guys have been on a tour for about a year and a half?
It's not a tour, we tour in place.
Well, it's a tour. At least that's
What do you mean you tour?
Tour is in the name.
We never
The
moved.
name is
We haven't
tour.
done a
The
single
name is
different
tour.
venue.
So but the initial
Comedy's
intention was
not.
a tour.
No,
No.
that was never the intention.
So
The joke is that we
Again.
tour in place.
Oh, it's a
Bait
joke.
and switch.
Bait switch.
We're going to teach you that meaning by the end of this.
Now, what? Now, in a larger sense, a bait and switch is a comedic device.
Yeah, I would call it that. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to ask her. What are some of the comedic devices you guys?
What are some of the
Do
comedic
you do
devices?
songs?
Yeah, actually, we do
Yeah.
songs on occasion. Well, it's not occasion. We do it every month.
We just do one short song again.
Yeah.
Could you just sing it? Or do you have to?
We have a bunch of songs. I'm not gonna
Do
sing.
you guys do improv mostly, or?
No, we never.
Improv is the ass end of comedy. Right?
No, it's not
Why
the
do you
ass
say
end
that?
of comedy.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Go on.
Oh, you're right. It's the ass end of performance.
No, have you seen Craig Bukowski or Brian Stack or
That doesn't impress me.
Odenkirk, man? Odenkirk.
Odenkirk. Odenkirk's
No.
a bitter old racist from the 90s.
No, he's not.
Do you guys ever
Anyway.
break out in a fist fight or anything on stage? You ever broke out in a fist fight on stage?
No, but that's coming.
No,
You wrestling man?
I would again ask you to look at us.
You
You
guys
can
look
punch
pretty
a
tough.
guy. Make him cry.
You could probably make this guy cry.
That would be funny too, you know, everybody would be
That's
watching.
easy to make you cry.
Yeah, I'm a
But-
big man.
So have you actually told him, you guys know where you're playing when?
Yeah, the monthly tour.
Yeah, we do it
Where's
once.
at?
We do it once a month at the Elvis Gallery. Third Saturday of every month. It's $10 to get in, but $5 if you bring a donation for the food bank of Eastern Michigan, Coat for Coats for Kids, or Toys for Tots. So $5 off.
We got through that without saying anything snarky. That was cool.
You gotta be serious.
You don't like Toys for Tots?
No, I'm just surprised we managed to not make a joke for 5 seconds.
The Elms Gallery is also at Flushing and Elms, that's where Armando's
Yeah.
studio is. Maybe you know him.
Yeah, well, we do.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever gotten away from him without getting hugged.
Exactly. He's a hugger, he is.
Yeah.
He also likes to put sunglasses on brownies, apparently. That's a new thing.
And
But I like it.
Let's be fair, it's cake. It was cake, it wasn't brownie.
That was a muffin.
God.
No, it's good.
Anyways,
Anyway, so why do you guys get into comedy?
Because we're sad and lonely.
Yep, sad and lonely.
Sad and lonely.
People seem to think that the only way depression can express itself is through crying, but no, trust me, it expresses itself through joking as well.
So sarcasm is like an outlet for
No, not just sarcasm, just trying to hide the fact that you desperately want to die inside.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
That really is it, because whenever we're on stage, it's just, it's basically we're spending the entire time trying to think of any way we can kill ourselves without ruining the show.
Yeah, that's what one time.
Haven't thought of anything yet.
And we haven't thought of anything yet, so that's why it's still going. But no, yeah, you know, when you're making jokes, you can't be sad.
Exactly.
It's laughter.
It's impossible to laugh and be sad at the same time.
Can't even go there.
So you guys, they brought videos with them too, did you know that?
Yeah, can we take a look at the video real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
let's do
Let's
that.
watch the video for a minute.
Before we go into Magic Land.
And
We shouldn't be going into space. Like, I know they're like, oh, we're not going to go to the moon anymore, we're going to go to Mars. I think that's just a bad idea. Because if E.T. is any gauge for what aliens are like, fuck no. And I'm not saying that E.T.'s a bad film, and I'm not saying he's not adorable, but one is cute. A whole race of those things? That's just horrifying. That's like a planet that is literally nothing but geriatric nursing home patients going, have you met my grandson, Elliot? He's supposed to call any day now. Entire planet of that shit. No! That's just creepy. You know what happened at the end of Cocoon? They got on the fucking Cocoon shit, and the Cocoon guy said, sorry, we're gonna drop you off on this planet, you'll be way more at home. You guys know Cocoon? You get the Cocoon reference? Old people on a spaceship. They're supposed to go to a planet that makes them feel young, but Brian Dennehy fucked them over and landed them on the E.T. planet. That's what I'm saying here. Okay, now you're with me. You're back on the car with the jokes.
Hey guys, how you doing? All right, right on. Well, you're a boisterous crowd. Small but boisterous. I like it. Yeah. So I was almost late getting here today because full disclosure, I got caught up watching cartoons. And I know that's like the lamest excuse that anyone could ever possibly use. Like, you can't get out of work with that, right? Like, maybe you can fly with, oh, I got caught up watching the Tigers game, you know, extra innings, whatever. But you can't go in and like, back-to-back SpongeBob marathon. It got a hold of me, I'm sorry. But I watch a lot of children's television, and I know a lot of people will be like, well, you know, I watch cartoons from time to time, big deal. But I think you know it's bad when your 8-year-old niece walks in on you watching Zaboomafoo at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's gonna look at you, and then the TV, and then back at you, and walks out shaking her head, all without saying a word. I think you know it's bad then. And, like, my friends are just as bad as I am, which is not any help, you know? Like, good story. This one time at band camp, yeah, so when you get that reference, it didn't happen. If you think that's funny, then you get out right now. Because that is like one of the most annoying things that band kids can have shouted at them. And if you ever said that to a band kid and they didn't punch you square in the face, then you commend them on their self-control because they were thinking it, you deserved it.
I know I don't have a transition for that. Fuck you. Have you guys ever been like driving around, and then occasionally in front of someone's house you'll catch that they're flying the Confederate flag? Doesn't that shit just depress you? Like, because clearly they don't know. Clearly they haven't got the news. Every time I see one, I want to go up to the house and just knock on the door. Yeah, sir, I don't know how to tell you this, but General Lee surrendered. He did that quite some time ago. You can go ahead and take that flag down now. Honestly, I don't know how you managed to elude this information for so long. You figure if he picked up a book, he'd catch wind of it, but people don't really read anymore.
Wow, that was fantastic.
I think I'm
So,
gonna go see it.
have you guys got a pretty good response from people that come to your shows? Do you have a lot of people that are like, let me on the tour?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I was just too funny at that time. No, people hate us. What do you know?
Dude,
Now, does that make you go even harder? Like, when people like, for example, I do poetry, it's kind of lame, and people let me know it's lame all the time. So it makes me like want to write better shit that gets in their head every time.
You'd probably be told you're lame less if you didn't have a racing strike.
It's actually exactly what it is. It's a racing straight. That's what's up.
It makes you think in your head that you can rhyme faster, but it doesn't work.
Destroy your self-confidence, I think.
That's all I got left, my self-confidence, I think.
No, we actually do get okay responses.
Most of the time, whenever we're not playing for a crowd of perverts.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah, we played for a crowd of perverts once, and that was...
Never again. Never again.
But, no...
To be fair, perhaps they were distracted by the vagina picture behind us. That's a possibility.
That isn't...
They might have been distracted by that picture.
Yeah, but
It's a high.
we get an okay...
audience.
We get an okay response usually.
The crowds were all right.
Yeah, we've been getting, fairly consistent.
You guys are pretty young. You're like all under 21, right? Or
No,
about two.
everyone's 20 and up.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I must get confused. How old are you?
22.
22?
I'm 20.
20?
20.
So you're the only one that's above.
20, and
21.
she's going to be 21 in like a
Couple of
month.
months.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't count.
That's cool, though. That's cool. Kind of getting into it young. Like, I don't see a lot of young comedians around the area.
Well, not in the area, no, but most comedians got into it about this. Eddie Murphy got on Saturday Night Live at 17.
Yeah, clearly we're failing.
Yeah, clearly we're failing.
We're like
Well,
5 years
it's
behind
right.
anybody successful.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's-
Really?
off the mark.
We'll be old and bitter by the
You said
time.
you knew each other in school. Was it college or high school?
At college,
Yeah.
just this last year.
University of Michigan?
Well,
maybe?
Not.
Yeah.
I knew technically in high school. Technically. But we
You wouldn't associate with.
Yeah.
What do you guys study? Or were you studying?
Film type crap.
Media arts?
Yeah, I studied being homeless and poor.
How's that working out?
Great. I mean,
We're doing
it's
comedy
working.
for almost no money. It's working out awesome.
Exactly. Got a full point.
Fulfilling his dream.
Living the dream.
So if people want to get hold of you guys online or see more of your material, where can they go?
Facebook.com/awkwardchuckletour.
All right.
And we'll eventually have a website, awkwardchuckletour.com, but we don't have that yet.
Don't go to
So I should buy that real quick and sell the domain name back to you guys.
If you want to cry, you already said you cry easy, so we'll just...
I mean, I do cry really, really easy.
So we'll... Don't play to the camera.
That's all I got is the camera. This is my fan base. You guys have an audience.
Look,
I got
man,
fans.
you're on a couch with 3 people. You talk to us.
I'm on a couch with 4 people. She's a human too.
She's your co-host.
Oh, you're right. She's not a sidekick though.
And
That's
she's
all
also
she's
not playing the
playing
camera, you'll know. She's
Exactly.
playing
She's
it up.
Playing to the camera.
She's doing it right. Okay, she's actually talking to her guests.
Oh, well, then I'll let her talk to you guys.
Well, that really put me on the spot.
Anyways,
We just vouched for you, and you completely made us look like idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks. No, that was
real
great.
awkward
It's
there.
like
No, yeah, okay.
The headlights all of a sudden. Yeah. So anyway, so they can see. We know she can.
Can you guys give me like a sense of what you kind of do with your comedy? What are your genres? You do a lot of pop culture references. Do you do a lot of?
And whatever is funny.
Well, no, that's a lot of
let's
things.
see.
Phallic humor, all sorts of fart jokes, all sorts of stuff. It's funny.
If we come across a fart joke that we think will work in our set, we'll do it. I mean, we're not adverse to
The only
making.
time-
We're not
But it's
adverse
just
to making a
like-
joke. There's nothing that shouldn't be joked about.
Okay, I like that.
So-
Is your set geared towards the audience you have at that moment, or is it generally?
No, we write the set.
It's geared towards ourselves.
It's geared toward what we think is
I
funny,
like
and if
the
the
fact
audience
that-
laughs at it, they laugh, and if they don't, well, they
Exactly.
suck.
The laughter of the audience is completely incidental.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, we just,
kind of thing.
it's not like we, no one's buying tickets and we're not looking at the demographic, oh, who bought tickets? I mean,
Exactly.
we write material and
we
then
gotta
go out there.
tell, we gotta tell jokes that hipsters are like, Jim Jarmusch references, bam, bam, bam.
We're not really waiting for you.
Do you guys, have you tried to go out and do different spots in Flint, different venues or events?
Not as of yet.
No, we're still trying to
And
get a feel for our material because we've been staying in the same place for so long. We have to write a new set every month, so we have no idea what material would work in other places and what material wouldn't work.
Yeah, we haven't really, gotten the chance to hone in.
I say, jackass.
So,
No, I just listened to our musical guests are coming on stage for a reason. Did you guys want to stick around while
we can do that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And we're back. All right, help me welcome up the awesome new Flint band, Jules and Johnny. So, how long have you guys been a band?
Year and a half.
Year and a half?
Really? Year and a half? That's how long we've been a band? Is that
it's awesome. And then you that
Just a band.
So it was.
So did you guys come from other projects before this?
no.
Really?
Well,
You're awesome.
Come on, you played the drums, you played the guitar before you got this.
Actually, I never played the drums before I started playing with him. Never once
He
touched the
showed
drum
you how to
set.
do that?
I just learned this.
She just kind of sat on the
Just
drum
gonna sit down and
set.
start playing
And
it.
she just started like hitting the drums and so I had a guitar, picked it up, started playing, and then just kind of snowballed into whatever.
Isn't that what happened with Jack White? He just had his girlfriend start playing the drums, and they started playing together. Isn't that how it
Yeah,
happened
it's
with Jack White?
kind of that's the story I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we I don't know. She just started fooling around. I had this drum set that I got from Salvation Army's thrift store, and I bought it originally to resell it. I was doing a business where I sold vintage clothing online and anything of value, and I was searching for some product, and I came across this drum set. I was just about to walk out, and I was like, this is a brand new set right there. It had not a scratch on it, and I was like, all right, $65. Okay, whatever. I can resell that. I can make a pretty penny off that. So I picked it up and couldn't sell it. I had it listed for so I didn't. So I just kind of went with me everywhere I went. I moved so many times, and
Then you found somewhere to play.
and then she came over one day, and it was there in this little room they have upstairs. And she was, oh, I have so much fun in here. And I'm like, well, it's, there it is, drum set. She's like, oh, so I'm playing drums, play drums. I was like, okay. And, I had got some old guitar parts as well, and that plan on reselling, get rid of them. Vintage guitar parts are valuable. He just sat around, couldn't do anything with them. So I just pieced together a guitar, soldering everything, the guitar over there, like, yeah, Dad has built that. Everything. And so we just snowballed, and I've had songs for years just around, and we were just like, okay, we use these songs to kind of get something going.
Well, in that song I didn't hear it as much, but you have this really unusual quality to your voice, that kind of, I don't know what you call it, kind of like a tremble in it. Is that what you call it, maybe?
No, it's a robotic, how do you guys say it?
Hopefully you play a song that, like that Johnny, Let Me In, that song.
Yeah, Hobo Hot. We'll get that one for you as well. Yeah, I don't know, like, as far as singing, I've always been really cautious of singing. I'm not a singer. I like the music. I like the guitar. I like the.
It's that voice is very unique.
But,
don't you think so?
Yeah, she doesn't like anything about girls.
Man, you have a really cool stage presence too. Like, you're very reserved.
Good thing you got
and
that
you got
drum set,
like that kick and that kind of step, the knees and everything. You guys give it a real good show.
Thanks. That's I don't know. Just try to go out and give it 110%. Like every time we play, no one likes to go to a show and see, like just the same old guys standing around, looking at a guitar, not really doing much.
Who was your influences?
My influence, Jules, who are your influences? You got any? You learn from me. I've heard influence. I mean, I listened to, in my house growing up, it was everything, literally everything. Everyone else says that, but it was literally everything in my house growing up, from my sister, my father, mother, everyone, and just listen to different things. So I picked what I wanted and liked, and listened to it, and got older, and I mean, you're talking like just crushing Chuck Berry.
I was gonna say Chuck Berry.
Little Richard.
Okay.
I love those. That's me. That's rock and roll.
Too.
50 swagger.
Yeah, but throughout time, it's like anyone. If you like rock and roll music, you just keep digging and you find more and more and more stuff. Probably back you go, it leads into better and better. Stooges, our Detroit, cousins, the Stooges.
Similar like minimal type style. It's real like
that's. I mean, we like to keep it stripped down, because I don't have nothing really totally against the bands who have all the effects equipment on there, the vocals or the guitar or whatever, but that's just not. It's not my thing. I feel like when you have less, you kind of got more because you gotta, you know, like I don't have you know, effects all in front of me. It's just it's bare minimum. You know, there's only 4 strings on the guitar. She's, you know, doesn't have like the entire, you know, full-on drum set, like, and you know, it's
sounds good.
Yeah, you kind of have to be a little more creative when you don't have.
Get your own unique thing going on.
What was your first show? She was like,
The very first show was at the Aloha Lounge.
Yeah, it was Aloha Lounge. It was we played an open mic. We had a show booked there through one of our buddies' bands, and like 2 days before that, and it was kind of you know, nervous. You know, I was like, well, you know, call them if they got open mic night or something. We'll go kind of warm up. You know, so.
It would be nervous.
So she calls, getting out of work. She goes, yeah, I talked to him. I'm like, okay, when is it? She goes, well, it's tonight. And I'm like, well, I can only give us like an hour to get ready and I get there. Yeah. So drove home and got ready and went there, and there was probably like 3 or 4 barflies there, and then there was of course the owners and the bartenders and whatever, and small crowd, but we're fine, you know, and with it, you know, but we started playing, and I know right off the back I feel like we got their attention. We had there was a bartender, which I thought was a cook at the time. He came out the back, like the kitchen. He came out to like sit there and watch. He goes, yeah, and like, you know, they all gave us applaud and everything, and you know, it felt pretty cool. I was like, yeah, it's sweet. We did it.
Drug, isn't it?
You know, and yeah, that was her first show. And so
how long ago was that?
That wasn't long ago. That was like a month ago.
Oh you played together for about a year, but you just started playing in public in bars just about a month ago.
Yeah.
I knew I hadn't seen you guys
around
yet.
We don't, and you know, we don't tend to be. I don't know. Like we both work, you know, full time, and then on top of, you know, still sell vintage clothing. And under the name Jules and Johnny, still, and so we got that, and then trying to play shows. It's just, you know, it's a lot of time. So you can imagine we don't have time like to go out and hang out with, you know, people at bars and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to find you guys on Facebook.
Yeah, we don't have it.
How did you get a hold of you? How did you do that?
Well, it's gonna change. It's in the process. It's been a long road. I was actually
somebody watching might want to get a hold of you or something.
Well, the best thing to do you can do right now, you can go on YouTube and look up Jules and Johnny, and there's a couple videos. You can go to last.fm. There's a couple videos. There's a video and some audio to listen to. They can contact us, Jules and Johnny at live.com right now.
Oh, really?
That way you can contact us. As far as Facebook and Bandcamp, those 2 are being done as we speak, and of course a full-on website for you to be able to download music and actually buy vintage clothing.
Wow.
Yeah. So I came to her one day and I was like, oh, you think this is a weird idea, you know, because you're like, oh, we should go do some music, play some shows, and see if we can, you know, okay, cool. I was like, well, what if we added the fact that, you know, we sell clothes too, like we sell vintage things, you know,
and play older music, so
you know, yeah, and that's, you know, that's usually the whole reason for our stage presence. Besides the act of playing, as far as how we dress, because we're trying to represent our product, so we sell, so you know,
shows through. There's not a lot of well-dressed bands out there.
That too. I mean, we like trying to be, you know, dressed. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't know the word. Like,
I mean, you guys kind of make it look pretty natural, like that you just dress up.
I gotta tell you though, it is hard to play drums in a dress. I wear shorts underneath.
Yeah, you never know what's falling in the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I don't know. Like if I have a day off work, which is rare.
What do you do?
Like if I have a day off work, I work at home. I'm either working on getting something recorded, listing product online, shopping for product, dealing with customers, shipping, and like it, you know, it's working. work ethic, you know.
Do you want to plug your store, or you have an eBay store? Is that what it is?
It's not an eBay store. Like, we do sell on eBay. If you go on eBay, you search up the username Jules and Johnny with the underscore, like dashes in between and the names, it'll come up. But what we're doing is, with the website I'm building, it'll be our own store where you can also buy the clothes there, along with physical copies of CDs and download the CDs and everything. So that'll be julesandjohnny.com.
Do you have a CD with your music on it yet?
I don't have a CD with my music on it. There's a long story behind it. I'm not going to get into it.
But eventually.
But we do have, you know, you're able to download it. It's up on Bandcamp, so it's able to.
How much does it sell for on Bandcamp?
Well, if you get individual tracks, it's 67 cents. The entire download is $7 for the album. There's 2 albums actually. We put 2 albums out at one time because there's that many songs.
Okay.
So, and we were kind of already working on the 3rd one. So it's.
You can do my favorite one though, the Johnny's.
The Hobo Hop. Yeah.
So what's your guys' next show? Do you have anything scheduled or?
That we know of, it's.
I think the next one that we know of is September 8th at Aloha.
Okay.
But I'm sure we always end up getting booked like last minute. Like,
Yeah, a lot of people do that. We haven't done any really hardcore, actually any promotion whatsoever for our band because I was the one that I wanted to just like have everything ready, then go like, hey, now we're playing, now we're ready. But that wasn't it. It was between.
Get your feet wet, you know.
Yeah, between everyone's kind of pushing us. We had people come over to listen at our house and you guys get out there, like pushing us out the door. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll go to the house. And yeah.
Like it before we put a lot of work in.
Yeah, like I still don't know if like I don't know. We get good positive feedback from people, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm always the one that questions everything. She's more easygoing.
Let's do it.
She's like, just do it. I'm like,
her.
I don't know.
So quick and play.
I feel like if I do that, then like I don't know. If I start listening to her for everything, then I don't know. We're not gonna be able to do what we do. I don't know.
Well, you're doing it well. Whatever you're doing, it's working. So at least you make it looks like it's working for me. You guys gonna do some more songs for us? Do you have any more questions for her? Because I know I was
What is it, hard being that cool?
That's pretty rough.
I asked her. She's
I
the
mean,
one.
it's
She's
really hard.
man. It takes her so long to get ready for a
Like
show
2
or anything.
minutes.
She's in there. She's in there.
That's the main reason you guys don't like the last minute shows.
Yeah.
It's on here, right?
Yeah,
Actually, he takes longer than I do.
I believe it.
He really does.
It's hilarious.
Gotta be clean.
This outfit, I picked this up at a thrift store for $3. I threw it on. Hey, is this look okay? Okay. Go brush my hair. Let's go. No, he took 10 hours.
No, it's hard. It's hard to put a bow tie on.
It is extraordinarily hard.
Like when you're in a rush, like I got
Flips are hard to get on.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I was like today. I was like, man, God, I gotta think. Like I was trying to tie. I was like, I haven't wore a bow tie in a while. Man, this is come on.
I'm glad we're bow tie worthy. That's cool, right? Well, cool. Yeah, let's go to some more music.
All right.
All right.
We'll do our like and we're back. So I just wanted, before we get into this last performance, thank everyone for being on the show today and you guys for watching the show. I want to thank personally Armando Fernandez, all the awesome members of the Awkward Chuckle Tour, and of course Jules and Johnny. Don't forget to check out the Awkward Chuckle Tour September 15th at the Elms Gallery. It's only $10.
Only $10.
Or $5 if you're bringing a toy, coat, or item for the food bank. So without further ado, let me give it up to Jules and Johnny.
Yeah.
Peace.
Turn to the front.
album preview. Go on.
She wants to run to the
this will take us a few minutes.
I'm a super roadie. If you need help with the amps or anything.
Yeah, right.
Alright, serious face, serious face. Whoa.
Okay, come on,
Oh,
you
it's
ready?
rolling?
Okay, is it on right now?
Are you rolling us? Are we on?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well,
Are we on? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna punch you. Okay, I just want to show you we have shirts. The FlintUnderground.org has shirts, and they're for sale on our site.
How much are
along
those?
with our videos.
Sounds really bad.
Oh, you have a meeting going? You're not in the meeting downstairs, are you?
No, our office is back there now.
Well, just to warn you, we're gonna have some.
Yeah, it's gonna be real loud here pretty soon.
Are you doing a live show right now?
It's semi-live.
It's not live at all.
That's why
I
it's
slice it together any way I want afterward, you know. But what I
Should roll
said,
shut the door too? No.
but
Thank you.
we'll just, after everybody
Hey,
leaves.
he just said he didn't have it on. We gotta do
The whole thing? Alright.
He forgot to switch it on.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
typical
serious?
Pauly.
No.
He's the best
You're just trying to
cameraman we've
get
had
him
so
in trouble,
far.
because you know, I have been known to throw objects at him from the other side of the camera.
That's
so.
cool.
Okay, anyway.
Do it in 3D, man.
It's true.
Wake up. Anyway,